Keep a fire burning where Joshua representing if it comes out of your son. Right. Keep a fire burning where Joshua representing if it comes out of your son. Keep a fire burning, red Joshua representing for Kamzadi, son. Right. Keep a fire burning, red Joshua representing for Kamzadi, son. Right. Keep a fire burning, red Joshua representing for Kamzadi, son. Right. Keep a fire burning, red Joshua represent Kamzadi, son. You burn this swine when I want you shine. The tree of life, them I want you climb, cause them heart no kind. Comes, I say them heart no kind. Buxton massive, Kidaki, red that. Kamzadi, son. You burn this swine when I want you shine. The tree of life, them I want you climb, cause them heart no kind. Comes, I say them heart no kind. Buxton massive, Kidaki, red that. The fire burning red in a Joshua representing if it comes hard here, you know. Big up Kidaki, Buxton massive. Hey Babylon boy, you going like you know, like come son. Red.
Never joke, never joke, never joke. Oh, money never, money never, money never, money never, money never, money. Now know what you conniving, money. Money never, money never, money never, money. You can keep your conniving, money. When you've been a corrupt, in a bill tell me money. Now because your money done, you come with conniving money. When you had your pocket full, in a bill tell me money. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me money. Yes, money never, money never, money, money never, money, money. Now know what you conniving money. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. Neighbor, neighbor, joker. That's all the money that me walk for. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. A 2 pound note and a kill that piece. This is all the money that me walk for. I said money, neighbor. Money, neighbor, money. Money, neighbor, money. Money, I know what you can I be money. Oh, Joseph.
Guyana and Guyanese, at home and abroad. Tune in to Guyanese Morning Time, hosted by Kadaki Amsterdam, where the sun always shines. Guyanese Morning Time, the people call it Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese Morning Time. The people call it Guyanese Morning Time. Rhythm, Guyanese Morning Time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again. We rise up early morning watching Tom's TV, where wisdom and knowledge, yes, it is the key. Exposing corruptions over land and sea, where the wicked politician they try to trick me. Guyana is a land for everybody. With 6 races should live in harmony. There's one set of people getting aisle money. There's one set of people doing the thievery. Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again. This is a program that you all can see. Sharing your views and your integrity. Like it, comment and share it all around. Pass it to your neighbor, safe and sound. A sad situation going on in this town. The voice of the people is getting trampled down. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, which has ordained me to sing. I sing Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again fooling the people. You promoting evil. Stop lying to the people. You are a part of the cycle. Stop fooling people. You're promoting evil. Stop lying to the people. You are a part of the cycle. I say, Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, they got Breakford, Bork and Mark Benchcop. David Hines and Kadaki Amsterdam. Sherrod Duncan, Nigel London. Normal Brown and Gavin Matthews. Big up Pastor, poor people governor. Simona Brooms, Robin Simpson. Hampton Green and Winston Jordan. And yes, we can go right on and on. Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again, Guyanese morning time. The people calling Guyanese morning time. Rhythm, Guyanese morning time. Intelligence and knowledge run the front line. We go again.
The relatives and friends of young Quinton Bacchus, they deserve justice. The family, the relatives and friends of our in Boston, they deserve justice. The family, the relatives and friends of Peter Headley, they deserve justice. And so when we say that Guyana is an apartheid state, we have the evidence to show.
All right, so today we are here at Club Twilight up in Buxton, and we are here to talk about all that's going on up here. Trust me, if you are on the East Coast, you're in Buxton, you're in town, you're looking for a place to get away to, this is the place. The Cutters, mwah. Listen, I'll be having some just now again. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, the ambience is beautiful, fully air conditioned. The decor is on point. The music's on point. Everything's on point. It's just me. I need some work. But everything else that belongs to this club here is on point. So if you want to find a nice little place where you can just drive out of town and have some drinks, have some food, you can call, you can order your stuff and just take it. You don't have to stay. Or if you want to stay here, that's what's up. And of course, they have special events for Valentine's. You can rent a hall. You can rent a hall, honey. You can rent a hall for weddings, for birthday parties, to have a bash. I hope he edits that out. But you know, whatever it is, this is definitely the place to be. So it's on Sideline Dam. You definitely want to ensure that you check this place out. But it's on your to-do list. All right, on your to-do list. This is definitely the place to check out, you know, a really cool, chill spot here in Buxton. I like this. This is, Buxton needed this. We needed this. I needed this. You definitely needed too. Thank you. All right, so you might be wondering where we are, still in Buxton at Club Twilight. That's where we are. So Club Twilight also has like an Airbnb as well. So you could come, drink, drunk, and come in the back, hey, and lie down. Look at that. Look at that. Perfection. And the people come in the room and so on. The bed sheet matching the blind, matching the carpet, matching the this, matching the that. We know but we things in Buxton, no play with we. So definitely if you want to come and, you know, you may be having a wedding or whatever, and you just want to overnight and just have a good time because you're going to be drunk. We got too much road accidents. So you definitely want to come, drink, have a good time. They have several rooms that you can rent. You have your toilet, you have your bath, you have your sink, you have your dining area, you have the bed. This is nice. I like it. Anyways, to my friends and my family, if you're looking for me, I'll be overnighting. Also for those persons who are traveling in from overseas, you want a nice, cozy place out of town, then Club Twilight, call them up, look them up on social media. They have their own Facebook page, and ensure that you come up the side and have a good time. Have a good time. Have a good time. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's it.
You can get meat anywhere, but for the best cuts of chicken, beef, pork, mutton, and lots more, check out T and W Harris Butcher Shop located in the East Rheinveld Market meat section. Call us on 609-7168, 641-4494. Ask for Rastaman. T and W Harris Butcher Shop for the best in fresh cut meats and lots more.
Are you looking for tents to rent? Well, look no further. At Easy Party Rentals, Sideline Dam Boxer North, we have tents in all sizes and colors. All sizes of tents we have. Small tents, big tents, medium tents, extra large tents. Call us on 622-5933. We have what you need. Easy Party Rentals. Big on tents. Are you hosting an event? Do you need ice, party ice in large or small quantities? Then call us at 622-5933 for the best party ice available. $1,000 per bag. We do delivery. EC Crystals, Sideline Dam, Buxton North. Call to have your orders filled today.
My Guyana, my Guyana, my Guyana, my Guyana, El Dorado, rest of all the world away. In my heart wherever I wander, memory enshrineth thee. All my hopes and aspirations, all my longings, only tie everlasting bonds around us as the fleeting years roll by. My Gaia,
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The ashes of the past. Oh, arise, triumphant, glorious, from the ashes of the past. On the borders, looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic flowed into a fury. For a sea at morn, at noon, or measuring the crimson sunset's glow. I love thee, I love you, I love thee. Oh, beautiful Guyana, oh, my lovely native land. Oh, dear to me that all the world I see was sun is strong. Oh, down upon the border, down upon the deep, the great Atlantic flowed into a fury, flowed into a fury. The sea, at morn, at noon, or measuring the crimson sunset's glow. I love thee, I love you, I love Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. Together, my comrades, we will build a brand new Guyana, a country where all are equal opportunity. So let us begin now to show loyalty to Guyana by showing love and respect for all that it means. My brothers, my sisters, we will live and die here together. On to one people, one nation, one destiny. For harmonious living, cooperation will be forever. In work and play as we live a strong Guyanese. Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. Well, it's time we settle all the racials in the interior. Our natural resources are there in great quantity. And we will do farming and establish towns by the border. We'll grow more food so we could fill all Guyanese. My greatest desire is to serve my country, Guyana, and sincerely help Guyana to move along. Our government asks us, and we study hard and we learn the things that will help Guyana to become strong. Guyana, I want to serve my country. Guyana, beautiful, happy, and free. Guyana, let's cooperate with our government to help develop Guyana the free. To help develop Guyana the free.
I can tell this will be my last date with you. I just can't believe that this could end. I know I'll never love again. You asked me just to be a friend. It's as plain as can be. I can see this will be my last date with you. I know we had a quarrel, but all sweethearts do. I gave my love to prove to you that I will always love you and be true. I know you've met somebody new. You tell me you and I are through. My plans and dreams cannot come true. And when you say goodbye, I know I will cry, 'cause I know it's my last date with you.
Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. Ooh, yeah. I took for granted all the time that I thought would last somehow. I hear the laughter, I taste the tears, but I can't get near you now. Oh, can't you see it, baby? You've got me going crazy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I wonder how we can survive this romance. Oh, oh, oh. But in the end, if I'm with you, I'll take the chance. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Oh, 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 can't you see it, baby? I will be right here waiting for you. Yeah, waiting for you. Yeah, for you. Oh, I hear the laughter and taste the tears. And I've been waiting for even 1,000 years, waiting for you. As the day breaks, you find me creeping from another front door. Gets so confusing, I just don't know where my home is anymore. It's hard to find satisfaction in a woman who can't even remember your name. It's just another blue night. It's just another blue night. It's just another blue night. Just another sleepless night. Since you're gone, since you're gone, since you're gone, gone, gone. As she sleeps, there's nothing left now, the fire has died. There's never much conversation, just words like, that was really, really very nice. That's why, just to hear you say I love you, just to feel my loving arms around you, I'd give anything, I'd do anything. It's just another blue night. Just another blue night. It's just another blue night. It's just another sleepless night. Since you're gone, since you're gone, since you're gone, just can't stand going home to that lonely room filled with sweet, sweet memories of you. That's why I try to lose myself in the arms of someone else. It's just another blue night. Just another sleepless night. Just another...
Hey, are you morning? How are you doing? Welcome to another program of Guyanese Morning Time. It's just another blue night. Or is it the morning after another blue night? How are you doing? How was I yesterday? How was I last night? How are you planning to make out today and tomorrow and the days ahead? It's the 28th day of November in the year 2025. It is 20 minutes to the 8 o'clock hour. You tune to the Guyanese Morning Time on Camps TV. Who's the waste man at the back? No, I mean, got time for this. We are up on. Yes. So, how are you, make out? How are you doing? It's just another blue night. A lot of people had a blue night last night, and they got many other blue nights to come. As I speak about the blue night last night, I remember as a youth man growing up, I used to hear about blue balls. Y'all know it's blue balls. It's not Christmas decoration. It's genital congestion. I think that is the medical or scientific term for blue balls. So when I say a lot of people had a blue night last night, all of that could be contributing to it. But I'm talking about the angst, the anxiety, the uncertainties, the trials and tribulations that a lot of people went to bed with on their minds last night. Shout out to the ever resilient people outside the Starbucks news. Starbucks market, they gotta be ever resilient. Very. As long the PPP and their friends and families and favorite trying to get them out of the market space there. And they've been able to hold on like barnacles. They've been able to hold on like barnacles for years and years and years. Y'all remember the days of Carol Suba? Eh? Y'all remember? So as long as I'm trying to get rid of the vendors from the area, I see all kind of things they're trying. Private citizens went to court and had removal orders. I think it started with Monishwar outside the Water Street there. And then it went to Korpalani, I think. And so there are lots of history. Lots of history in terms of the efforts to remove the people from outside the Starbucks there. Just a week or two ago, the vendors that were operating behind the Miko House were served with notice to remove. Right? They were served with notice to be removed. And while beautification is important, and while proper city governance and management and enforcement of the bylaws and so on is important, what is most important in all of this is the human element. Right? The human element is important in all of this. And so while we want to beautify the spaces and we want to attract tourists and we want to make the city a tourist-friendly place and Sanitation wise, we want it to be healthy and so on and so forth. All good, admirable intent, admirable intention. But at the center of all of that is people. We're talking about attracting people to the city. We're talking about attracting vendors. Tourists. What makes Georgetown unique? What makes Georgetown unique? I am sure the local, what I want to call it, economic culture, or the socio-economic culture, adds to the attraction of Guyana as a tourist destination, adds to the attraction of Guyana as a unique place that people want to see and experience. And so as you're trying to attract people, you're trying to beautify the place to attract people and so on and so forth. You still have to understand that the people who wish to come to Guyana, tourists especially, are coming because, or wish to come because of that uniqueness. You know, as a youngster growing up, one of the things that we were hailed for, one of the things that our Caribbean brothers and sisters used to discuss about us and found, I would say, unique. And it's something that eventually I think we see evidence of other places. And that was the cool down in a bag, plastic bag, water in plastic bag, right? Can you remember when in early days, I would say as a youngster, we used to buy Coolong in plastic bag. We used to buy Mavi in plastic bag. We used to pour aerated drink in plastic bags when vendors don't want you to take their bottles, etc. And that became unique among us, right? Guyana was seen as a unique place where you can go and suck a beverage out of a plastic bag. I remember that. I don't know how many of you remember it in that way, but I remember that. That was one of our unique things to quote unquote sell to the Caribbean. Now, when you look at African Moons, you see they're selling water in plastic bags. We did that. We sold coconut water in plastic bag until some big shots started importing the plastic bottles, right? And so everybody now buys a bottle of coconut water. But part of our uniqueness was the fact that we used to sell these things in plastic bags. And so the whole culture of vending, the way huskers hustle, the way these paper vendors, the language, the dialogue, the exchange, even the aggravation, it's all melting pot. That is what adds to the uniqueness of Georgetown, adds to the uniqueness of Starbucks Square, right? And so when we're talking about beautifying, we have to take into consideration what gives this place its attraction in the first place. Good. And when you recognize that the people are integral to what happens around Starbucks there, then you will have to understand that since these are important elements of this equation, they must be consulted with. They must be consulted with. They must be given a heads up. And if you consult with them, you will understand where their minds and hearts are. Everybody likes beauty. Everybody likes an upgrade in life. Right? Everybody likes an upgrade in life. But you don't know if they are with you or against you on this beautification project. You don't know if they have unique ideas to share with you on this beautification project because you failed to consult with them. You're on your bully pulpit. I name minister. And since I made minister, I gonna do what I got to do. Who don't like it, lump it. Right? And that is worrying. But what I see on play unfolding at Starbucks Square there, immediately I say, listen, there has been a failure of central and local government. And more so local government in that it has allowed central government to usurp its authority and bully it into going along with the plan. I'm not saying there's no need for beautification. I'm not saying there's no need for sanitation. I'm not saying there's no need for order. But local government was intended, as it is, to allow the people closest to the situation to have their say on the situation, if I can put it on that. Local government is intended to bring government closer to the people who it will directly affect. And so City Hall has a responsibility, had and still has a responsibility to interact with those vendors on this entire issue of the beautification and the structure of the beautification, and in its interaction with central government, which is rolling out this beautification project. It can represent, in a nuanced way, it can represent the concerns and cares of the people who are going to be directly affected. But sometimes I dare say that the people over at City Hall, they ain't got no balls. So it can't even be blue. They don't have the testicular fortitude to stand up to central government and say, listen, we understand that your intents are good. We understand that you have a responsibility. But we also understand that we too have a responsibility to the dwellers of this township. And so you have to talk to us as much as we have to talk to them. And you have to, because by law, you're supposed to show us in detail what your plans are. And so we will be well informed enough to go back to the dwellers who will be affected and say, these are the plans of central government. These are the things we agree or we disagree with. This is how it will affect you. This is how we will mitigate the circumstances which will arise from these efforts. But no. Now you have a contest in the public as to who is being truthful and who is being untruthful, who is accurate and who is inaccurate. In short, who telling the truth and who lie. Right? Because central government is saying we put all of this on the table before the city government. They said they love it. But here is me, a mentor, saying we were blindsided. We didn't know the timeline by which these people are going to work with this thing. And so important questions were asked. Important information was not provided. What is the timeline? Project management tells us that we got to get a work plan. The work plan will give us timelines. City Hall, where is the work plan that the government, that central government presented to you to say, well, this is how we're going to approach this beautification project? And if that were provided, then City Hall would have known. And if City Hall was doing what City Hall is supposed to do in terms of communicate with the people who are going to be affected and impacted, in short, report in a public way to the city dwellers, then they would have all known that, hey,
this thing is going to be happening at the end of November, and likelihood it's going to go into December. Well, not likelihood. If it starts the end of November, it can't done the same day, most likely. So it is going to go into December, and there's a high likelihood that it is going to affect your Christmas business. It is going to affect your Christmas business. So vendors beware. Vendors be aware. Hucksters be aware. All those who will be impacted, be aware. It is likely that the government, central government's beautification project is going to have an impact on your preparations for Christmas. But a government that has people's well-being at heart, a government that has people's well-being at heart would have considered that the end of November into December is usually and most likely the best time for those who vend in those areas, the best time for small business people. And so it would be bad, it would be poor management, it would be devastating in many instances to do anything that will negatively impact commerce during that period of time. But this government doesn't care. This government doesn't care. And by extension, the city government is not standing up for the people that it purportedly represents. So like I like say, if they ain't doing the work, fire the man. Fire the man if he can't do the work. You got two options. You either hold the man accountable to get it right, or you fire the man and hope that you find a proper replacement. You cannot wake up on November morning and start a project on November morning, and that is when the people who are going to be directly impacted are made aware that this project going to start now, and you will be dislocated as a result of this project. Because those people, the vendors, didn't wait until November morning, or usually don't wait until November morning to stock and restock for the season. A lot of those people would have invested their money maybe since around September, October, so that they can get their supplies in adequate time. And this is what I can tell you. Even the big merchants around the city will tell you that, especially if they're shopping from China, usually they purchase their merchandise maybe at the beginning of the year to give it adequate time to get here, to be cleared, to be stored, to be sorted, and to be shelved, so that they start getting the Christmas, the seasonal sales when that time comes. They don't wait until the season begins to try to get the stock in. Because this is what happens. Once that season passes, you have a lot of dead stock on your hand. Some of it has longevity. You can keep it until the season comes again. But what if you're dealing with perishables? If you don't get that sold within a particular time frame, then you suffer major losses as a business person. And that is what is going to likely happen to a lot of the people outside of Starbucks Market. Prayer tells us, or the ministry claims, that this project will be completed in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the 14th of December. 2 weeks is the 14th of December. Can you imagine how 14 days of uncertainty affects any small business? Can you imagine that? $4 or poor sales in many instances would cripple some small businesses. Imagine 14 days. Don't tell me you put up the wall for safety, because you put up the wall there. Once you put up the wall there, what are the energies? What are the energies that emanate from that wall? Immediately people see a wall. They see problems. That wall prevents visibility to start with. Then people behind the wall and getting seen, the producing getting seen. When you are being seen, people are passing on the main thoroughfare, let me say, and they see, and something captures their eyes, and they stop and they purchase. That's why they say location, location, location. Location is everything when it comes to certain businesses. So putting up the wall of prayer, putting up the wall of prayer, the wall that is so high, I think, from what I'm looking at, it looks like an 8-foot wall at least. I wish the government had such high standards in their behavior. But back to the wall of prayer. Putting up the wall of prayer immediately creates a negative impact on the vendors. They're not being seen. Okay, people want to buy things will still go behind the wall and look for it. A lot of people see that wall there. They got some people say they're claustrophobic. They ain't gonna venture behind the wall. They wouldn't venture behind the wall. A lot of people see that wall as limiting their freedom. They ain't gonna venture behind the wall. And since the wall is put up there for safety, it means that unsafe activities are happening behind and around that wall. And so I'm not going to put myself in a place where my safety is not guaranteed, because unsafe things might be happening. A nail might fly. A hammer might fly. An electrical wire might be exposed. Those are things that people conjure up in their heads. And so they ain't going behind a wall. They ain't going to the vending area to get anything until the wall comes down, especially that there are alternatives. And so don't tell me it will take 14 days or so and life is going to go back to normal. Life ain't going to go back to normal, because a part of the beautification, with beautification comes displacement. Check the Kingston seawall. Then the first lady, I think, and our friends' favorite and family say, we're going to beautify the Kingston seawall. We're going to make it a thing of attraction. All the pioneers of vending on the seawall were removed from the original vending spots, and many of them, if not all of them, were forced to go to areas that were undeveloped and still remain undeveloped compared to the areas that were beautified. You go and check where the beautification took place and interview the people who are operating those business places there, whether you call them kiosk, whatever you want to call them. Go and ask them how long they started business in that particular area. And then go east of those people. Go east of those people in the undeveloped area and ask the vendors out there how long they've been in business out there. And you're going to find that the people who are now displaced and are east of the development were the pioneers. They've been out there many times longer than those who came and they got the developed spots. And so with this development, with this beautification, you had lots of displacement. I got village people who used to be out there and can't be out there anymore. Because first thing, and I understood it happened at Starbucks too, nobody took the moment, nobody took the time to create a register of all of the people who are out there plying their trade prior to the burning the wall of prayer going up. So nobody is thinking about those vendors and moving forward after the beautification. Otherwise, you would have a list. In fact, you would have a map of the area. I tell you all, I ain't bright bad, but I'm from Buxton Bagam side. I don't know, we got thinkers down there. We still got thinkers. We had and we still have. So my common sense tells me what you wanted to do is go out there and map the area. We have 480 vendors. These are the people. This is the list of names. 480 names, 480 vendors occupying 480 spots or 570 spots because some people just get double. And these are where they're situated. Tom Jones is the first stall close to the bazaar gate. And right next to Tom Jones is Harry Wills. And then you got Mr. Alcohol in front of Harry Wills. And in between Mr. Alcohol and Tom Jones, not directly in front of, but in a staggered way, is Patsy Klein. And so you have a map of the area. And so you see how these 480 vendors in the area have been utilizing this space. And you know who they are. You got the names, you got the contact information, you even know what they're selling. So when you finish your beautification, then you can say, okay, we are going to organize this space. All of the people who are selling haberdashery, we're going to put them at this point because that point is suitable for that. All the people selling food, we're going to put them at this point because most people buying food might want a quick pass by, so we're going to put them in front. Those people selling leather produce, we're going to put them here. So what you do is in your beautification effort, you group the users of the space according to what they're using the space for. But as anybody could be minister, and in some cases, anybody could be permanent secretary because some of them ain't got a clue of what they're doing, except that they got friends, favorite, and family in government. And so they get big work. One would believe that if you really are organized, and mind you, I get no project management training. A lot of them get project management training and project management, this masters in project management and so on and so forth. And they can manage their thought processes. So if you're serious about this beautification and improving the environment for the people who are currently dwelling in the environment, then one would assume that you would have taken these basic steps. A list of the people who are there, how to contact them. In many instances, sometimes for historical reason, you might want to know how long they've been there. What they are selling. A serious government, because of social consequences and so on, might want to know what their family sizes and structures are like. So in the cases of intervention, you can have a multi-agency intervention. Oh, Miss Patsy got 3 grandchildren that she takes care of. All of them are school age. Is she alone? She's an octogenarian, but she's trying with this business. And you know what? She doesn't get old age pension. But she's getting an NIS pension from the fact that her husband died. Or she doesn't get NIS pension, but she gets an old age pension. And it is the old age pension and the save that she makes on a daily basis that helps her to take care of her 3 grandchildren whose parents might be dead or missing. And so since this thing is going to affect Miss Patsy and she won't be able to sell for the next 14 days, she's going to need some support. Calling Vindia from the Ministry of Social Services and said, Vindia, where you got that you can assist Miss Patsy with your 3 grandchildren? Oh, we could put them temporarily on the some dependence fund or something. Public assistance, yes. These children are school age, they have parents and so. Yeah, they should really be on public assistance, you know. Let's put them on public assistance so it can ease the burden on Miss Patsy. You're not going to force Miss Patsy to throw her hands up in the air and cry tears and challenge her life. You're not going to put pressure on those children to go there and be begging for something to eat for somebody to sexually advantage and disadvantage them. Kidaki ain't going for mayor by. Kidaki there good with Kidaki there. Kidaki likes to educate people. I like to represent people too. But like I once told a first lady, position or position not, I will do the work. I think that's one of the reasons, anyhow, why a certain president couldn't stand me. At least so I understand. Because they dare to tell his wife that she'd be doing stupidness, but position or position not, I can do the work. Who knows the story, know the story. Right? But these people don't think they got tunnel vision. They never come out of the box to think because they didn't even understand what they're supposed to be doing for people. All they see when they wake up is self, what I could grab from it, how I could look good. But even if you want to look good, the best way to look good is to take care of the people who need taking care of. So you ain't got no list to nobody. You know what you know, what are the nuances you and them will have to deal with. But you could tell them nobody will be displaced, and in the same breath you say only 2 persons gonna be affected through displacement, but nobody. Them 2 persons are considered nobody. Them 2 persons might be the most vulnerable of the lot. But did you take time to understand the story? The mayor said it came to him as a shock. He didn't know that they're going to do this thing so quick. But we got a problem in this society. We like to wait until the last minute to get things done. From the time you have had your consultation with the ministry, prayer ministry, your responsibility is to go there and report to the people who pay you taxes or who are supposed to be paying you taxes. I've had this consultation with the ministry. They intend to do a beautification project here. I don't know when they will start, but these are some of the developments we expect. Y'all prepare for it. Let's start to prepare for it. Let us have a register of vendors in the area. Let us start thinking about alternate areas they can use while this beautification effort is happening if push comes to shove. So you got plan A, you got plan B. But no, rock back George, enjoy the little perks if any. And then when push comes to shove, the small man feel the squeeze. That's what's happening in the society. But you know why it happens? Yeah, Tiger Bay next. I was supposed to talk about Tiger Bay a while now. But it's the same beautification that is going to take place in Tiger Bay. They want to make Tiger Bay a model community. How do you think you're making Tiger Bay a model community? You gotta get rid of all the shacks in the shanty town. So how are we going to make it a model community? We got to get rid of the shacks in the shanty town. And since the people who dwell there in these shacks are not people of means, then we gotta find somewhere to put them out. They gotta find somewhere to go so that we could remove this eyesore from the city. The garden city in the fastest growing economy. So we gotta remove the eyesores. What we gonna do? We're gonna put them in them 10 by 10 low-income houses, or we gonna pay the rent for 3 months. But at the end of the day, the aim is to get them out of the city, get them out of there, so we could clean up the shanty town. And who got the capacity and the ability, financial and otherwise, to contribute to the creation of this model community? The friends, favorite, and families of the PPP. So look out. I said when I was on Corretta's program, the opposition has a duty to go into Tiger Bay and sit with the residents there and educate them as to what they are sitting on and what the government intentions are likely to be. They know I like talk, but I don't know if they like listen. But I hope that they're going to do that. I heard, like I said previously, the critic saying that he know the owner of the lands in Tiger Bay. It's some black man owned. I hope the opposition can find the black man or do investigation to find out who really owns the lands in Tiger Bay. And so the PPP doesn't come and pull a fast one on the people. They say, yeah, it's this black man land. And when you look at it, this black man is a PPP stooge who just fronting for the PPP. It can't take a judge. Can't take a judge to say, well, this is the rightful owner of the land. Because you know they just do their own thing at lands and survey and deeds registry and all. You know, this country is a corrupt place. Shit whole country, Trump said. I'd say a country a whole set of shit. That happens all the time. So Tiger Bay needs intervention. It needs intervention that will educate and empower the people. You want to make Tiger Bay a modern community, a model community? Why don't you create an economic venture in Tiger Bay that the residents can partake in? And I tell people, it's not the first time they try to clear out Tiger Bay. Many of you might remember. They did it before. They did it before. A lot of the people that they moved from where, that's Lombard Street area, I think, in the vicinity of La Park and Shipping, that complex there, those people were on the other side. A lot of the people that they moved, I think, have not even been resettled properly wherever they took them. Years after. But we seem to got a shallow memory. We don't remember things. I was saying to a friend last night, I don't know which generation of vendors we have at Starbucks Market Square now, and how the rest, and what the political support looks like and so on. But I remember several years ago, approaching the Christmas season, Georgetown was on shutdown because the PPP tried moving vendors, and the vendors took over the streets of Georgetown, and the PPP and the mayor and everybody had to come to the table and negotiate with the vendors. And I'm asking myself now, why in hell these vendors only they're crying tears on national television and have not yet band themselves together and decide to march upon the city and say, well, if we can't eat, nobody can eat. If we can't get a jolly Merry Christmas, nobody else can get a jolly Merry Christmas. We are waiting for. Y'all get soft down at Starbucks Market area there. Are you just soft? Are you drinking the Kool-Aid? Hug up and love up Ali and Jackie and the dust of appeasement rub off on you. So all are you doing is blah, 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 blah. Oh, God, me as I sing the parents. Oh, God, oh, me go back up for Christmas. God help those who have themselves. I got to get up and get. I say so. I don't care what I voted for. I would be voting for me economics. That's why I know. And since the wall of prayer would be affecting me economics, I know something I have to give. But where is the man who's fighting for leader of the opposition? Where's Azrin Mohammed? Oh, he did turn up. Yes, he did turn up. I saw him taking a photo moment and so here and there with his team, General Rahman and all of them boys. Yeah, they were out there talking to the vendors and so on. What have you done to organize the vendors to confront this government? You see, all us missed some golden opportunities. This is the time to organize the vendors. This is the time they're feeling impacted. This is the time they're feeling violated. But to talk about the opposition, where are the other aspects of the opposition? What happened to the 12 disciples? Well, yes, they were out there too, Ganesh and Son, they were out there too. But I wonder if you take the opportunity to mobilize the vendors and say, let's fight this thing together. Let's fight this thing together. We know enough of y'all vote for Win, enough of y'all vote for the PPP and so on, but we got institutional knowledge. We have always been on your side, and we're going to prove it again that we are on your side. Let us confront this nonsense and put the PPP under pressure, and so they could come back with the beautification project after December. In fact, after 12 days of Christmas. How about that? These are moments, or this is a moment that has presented itself, a good Christmas gift for all those of you in the opposition, to say to the PPP that this confounded nonsense is going to stop. You're going to show more respect for people. But no. Here what I think the strategy is. From one side of the opposition, me ain't organizing nobody, me lifting no finger. Let the one who see get the most votes to the work. And the one who got the most votes saying me not organizing no vendor supporters. I got a lot of businessmen friends in this community, in this city. And I want to mash none of them too. Because money I make. So let me ask the vendors. We all expect for belly our cat. Is there not one among you? It's Free Talk Fridays, 24 minutes past the 9 o'clock, past the 8 o'clock hour. The lines are open. Let me don't go too much more with y'all and this wall of prayer. I think y'all get a message. Is there not one among you? There's a theory that says leaders are not made, leaders are born. Right? There are very many theories in leadership and management and so on. Which one you want to believe? Leaders are made or born? Circumstances make me what I am. That's what I want to play. I'm going to play Bojo. Circumstances make me what I am because according to Bojo Banton, if I were to apply his management theory, a leadership theory to or Bojo Banton's song to these theories, then Bojo Banton is saying, don't tell me about leaders are born and leaders are made. Circumstances will give rise to leadership. Circumstances will give rise to leadership. Believe it or not. Corleone, good morning. You didn't even allow me to play my song, but go on. Talk. Run your mouth.
I love that. It's in my DNA. Good morning to you and all my black brothers and sisters in Guyana. Happy Friday, my black brother and sister. You see, you mentioned Flash Garden words today. If me can't eat, you can't eat. I give a on the same program many times. There's a two things part of joke. I got run my mouth this morning for a couple minutes. Two beggar man live in one house. And one has go out every day and beg for your food and come in and cook. And when the food finishes, the man, no, the other one asleep later. Food smell nice, time to eat. And the day the man cook, met him. And when he met him, done with duff, with coconut milk inside. The man said, hey, my food done. Food smell nice. And the man said, today I go smart him. And the man take out the plantain and drop it right in front of him and said, oh, this ain't good, that ain't good. And the other man said, okay, start to come and mash it up. This ain't good, that ain't good. And the man said, okay, stop. All good. Let all of us eat together. Because why they find print, the man said, hey, me and you live here. If you follow me, have a pick up or call 911 and get a couple of watts for safe. It's not because you cook your food. It's that what black people have to understand. Flats got to talk about raw and rank. I said, Mohammed will never take no black man outside there for protest, for shut down no business, for cause problem. Because no business Mohammed get. Mohammed lend enough Cody man money for open business. They got to pay back that money. You will never do that. But you go only walk on shake and skin teeth. No, we have skin teeth. Now it's time to send a message to the government. These black people that put me in parliament, I'm grateful for represent them. One black lady tell me yesterday, oh, Frost Garden, stop talking about Mohammed. The people that vote for change. Today I could tell you from this program, you're right, a change them get. But if them vote for Black Man Party, like how Cody does vote for Cody Party, they would be outside there today. Because black men say, hey, we're gonna change up here, but are you have a nice time for the Christmas? We go put a plan next 6 months, give them 6 months to get them act together, and then we're gonna move in after 6 months. But that Cody plan since 6 months ago. That meant the mayor job is in jeopardy with Flash Garden. Don't cut me off yet. I'm coming home next year to prepare myself to run for the mayor jobs. Because what the mayor was supposed to do, and this is what we're going to bring to the table. When I finish swearing as a mayor, because I know Flash Garden go in. Because of my knowledge, and what God bless me with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and always put black people first, because black people died for Guyana, and they must get at least 75% of a dollar. I will invite all the union members, leaders first, all the union members first, sit them first, and put my plan to them, and let them know I'm asking for your vote when time for you to vote, for we go up on the street. Then I move over and keep a meeting with all them businessmen and let them know their part. And my part, what I will, because we got to come together and protect the tongue, protect the citizens in the city, protect those who come in and invest in our city, protect the building them. Then I move over to those who in charge of the war of them, keep on building them, say, look, this is my plan, and this is what I expect you guys to work together. And last I will go and invite the fire police commissioner. I said, look, it is I in charge of the tongue, and we got to work together and know what they need. And if it's my responsibility, I do it. And if it's a government, I will keep a meeting with the prime minister. With the prime minister, say, look, this is Charlestown, and firefighter is important for emergency. But the man ain't doing nothing like that. You got to interact with these big heads. Protect the smaller heads. The maid to me soft. It is time, Christmas time. The mayor supposed to stand up for those people. Them don't mind them, they vote for us, but that's okay. But them is still us. They could always come back to us. It's the reason why God leave that day at prodigal son. It's for tell Flats Garden. Don't matter where you run go, you still have a chance to come back home where you belongs to. Hamilton Green will leave PNC, but Hamilton Green went back to PNC. What are people going to do for Christmas time for their family? Holy people will never give black people no change because we are the spending people and the hardworking people. We just make Cody get rich. They will not give us change, but they will fool us every election time. You have a lovely weekend and thank God your voice is strong.
Thank you for your call and your contribution. Yes, I was saying, if I were to apply was a Banton song to that management team that said leaders are born not made and leaders are made not born. I got my own conclusion. Because it's a pressure bus pipe. And a lot of people rise up to face their circumstances and then they become outstanding. As a result of that rising up and facing the circumstances, people recognize ability in them. Is it innate ability? Were they born with it? Or the circumstances force them to rise to the occasion, create it? So I don't know. But y'all listen to Bojo Banton there. What I am. Was I born a violent man? Some of y'all just rise to your circumstances. Or can't nyama your dinner.
Is there any remorse within your heart for those people you've dealt in the past? Those who came across your path, their life they've lost. Sure, and even blind. Say, circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should understand. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May sound strange, might sound foolish, but things are getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing with one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. Bad influence to influence the youth and get slaughtered. As bad man used to be, they respect the father. It's like no eyes don't realize the times get harder. Me talk all night without me might and still is laughter. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. And everyone should know. Him say, when I try to cope, tell myself there is hope. It seems like the biggest joke. And as I put down the gun, still the lads must run. I know employment can't come. And me a jam and a cool. One go back in a school. The system lick me. There's no hope for those who have not from the slum. Take the little much we have still hunting we done. I'm begging to show some love. When we get back, he replied, circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. And everyone should know. Well, I know little cry, mama cry, papa cry too. She want the boy with her heart and that could do. You know that him dead with a Smith and Wesson. 6 weeks and change now. Me a remiss. Why so much violence? Too much violence. It hurts my soul, and I won't keep silent. Circumstances made me what I am. That was his reply. I cry. Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know. May sound strange, might look foolish, but things ain't getting better. Every day another fall victim to the beretta. Why is there so much violence killing me one another? Let us learn to love and let that light shine brighter. Bad influence, you influence, the youth them get slaughtered. As bad man used to be, them respect the father. It's like no eyes don't realize that times get harder. I thought a night with all my might and still is laughter. Circumstances made me what I am. Was I born a violent man? Circumstances made me what I am. Everyone should know now. And when I try to cope, tell myself there is hope. It seems like the biggest joke. And as I put on the gun, collateral must run. I know employment can't come. And me a think about cool, one go back in a school. The system lick me, there's no hope for those who are. How do we get back some now? Circumstances made me what I.
Morning. So you're live. Okay. I know today's FREETALK Friday. We're just calling to ask you a favor. Could you please play that Peter Tosh song, Culture Man? It sends a message. I'm asking you, kindly please play that song if you could. I know, brother. I know. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I want to believe some of you are not hearing my end of the conversation there. But here, let me tell you something. I see Abigail, Candace, John jumping up and talk about people and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something. Abigail, I just want you, because skeleton in your class, let's stay quiet because I'm an equal opportunity beater. You want to bring out your skeletons or what? Why are you coming here chastising people for their opinions when you are entitled to your own? Allow people to have their opinions. You can have yours too. Right? We listen, we don't judge. And this is what I want to believe. Come on, man. Like I'm gonna have to end this live with TikTok. Yeah, give me a minute. TikTok give me stressy. There was drag puzzle and the puzzle ain't fitting. Listen, if this live end, it end. Good. All right, yeah. Yeah, Ronald, you quick to jump in front and say bring it out. You like talk a good name, eh? Me talking name this morning. Abigail John, congratulations on winning that quality award. I think it's a quality award. Abigail John just won a quality award from the government of Guyana for proper local wine. Good. She continues to win with them. Not to say that she doesn't have her fights with them, but sometimes I think Abigail ought to be the politician in this room. Because Abigail knows how to walk the thin line between politics and business. She knows whose song to sing and how to sing it, whether loudly or lustily. Right? And so sometimes I don't worry Abigail when she come. Sometimes with she nonsense, as far as I want to call it. Let Abigail alone. Abigail, my good advice to you is You don't want to offend the people on this platform. They've been good supporters of you. Let them stay good supporters of you. Leave them alone. Let the PPP fight the PPP fight. Okay? That's free business advice I'm giving you. You could take it or you could run the risk of running into some stone walls if you think you want to represent the PPP and the wickedness.
Quality Awards, which was hosted by the Guyana Bureau of Standards. And I just want to say, receiving this award, this National Quality Award, Continuous Improvement, Proper Local Wines has been deemed the winner in this category. And you know, as I was telling Felice that was interviewing me earlier, when we Guyanese say something proper, we mean that it tastes right. It's you know, everything about it is just right and on point. And having this award, it has me so emotional. But this is a celebration not just for me, it's for everyone that has been supporting proper local wines and now also proper local teas. Straight out of Buxton, of course. This is for you in believing and supporting something that you perceive of a high value and quality. And I am even more committed to continue providing not only quality wines and teas, but it's to remind you guys that we're going to continue to adhere to the guidelines set out before us and continue delivering awesome products that you and everyone around you can be proud of. This here is the bomb. And you know, all the late nights, all the early morning, you know, this here is a true celebration. And I, Abigail John, I'm very thankful. Big up to all my customers, my three brothers, Akeem, Kevon, and Kenrai. Thank you for your support. My cousin Tanisha, Anastasia, my aunts, Aunt Paulette, Auntie Roxanne.
All right, I get a message, right? Proper Local Wine has been awarded and so on and so forth. Abigail John has been awarded and so on and so forth. So, like I was saying to Abigail, stick to your business, girl. Let the PPP fight stay by the PPP fight. Because this is one of the things I want to see. Around the world, even the wickedness of administrations, they select a few from among us and they put them on the pedestal as they deserve to be on the pedestal. And then they say, but we fear, look what they all up there. And in doing that, sometimes they get into the mind of that very one to turn back and say to us, but I succeeded under the same administration. Why I can't succeed? You're lazy. Y'all could do better. So let me remind y'all, when we talk about black people, we be specific about talking about black people, it is because we see black people being oppressed in this society. And men who jump to the front of the class sometimes and say, but y'all ain't got to be so blatant about talking about black people in a quiet corner. They themselves will say, but it's true, you know, they're really treating we black people bad. But some of we ain't got the gumption, we ain't got the gall, we ain't got the balls, so it even get blue. To adjust the issues to what they are. I know many things about black business people in this society, how they're being oppressed by this government. Some of them for simply having Mr. Amsterdam as a friend on the Facebook page. Some of them for daring to advertise with Mr. Amsterdam. I know a particular businessman in the city who because he advertises with Mr. Amsterdam or used to advertise with Mr. Amsterdam, his Indian suppliers start giving him hell. They never get when he call. They never get when he call. I know of people who reach out to me and made arrangements to do business with me. And then somebody in the government call them and say, oh, you doing business with Kidaki Amsterdam? We're going to blacklist you. And they had to in turn blacklist me to save themselves. So my advice to all and sundry is simple. If you enjoy yourself around the PPP, because they like you, they favor you, they can't do without you, they see you as a good poster boy girl, organization and so. Enjoy it. Even if you want to be a fence sitter, you sit on your fence. Because the minute you jump out of the fence, you're going to end up on a side. And the side you end up on might not be the most favorable side for you. Understand now? Right? The side you end on might not be the most favorable side. So, you gotta be careful. Left the politics and talk to me. I don't choose my side. Last night we had karaoke. Thanks to the people who came from afar to support the karaoke. Let me tell you something what Club Twilight is known for. We do karaoke on Thursday nights. And we consistently do karaoke on Thursday nights. We are not known for drawing big crowds. But every time a group comes, they laud the place, how beautiful it is, how cozy it is. What a wonderful atmosphere. They enjoy the service and everything. A man drew me aside last night. He said, Mr. Amsterdam, you got a beautiful place here. But I want to tell you something. Politics and business don't work. I ain't telling you what to do, but politics and business don't work. I get a message. I understand the message. Club Twilight could be filled with patrons every single night, or every single Thursday night, or whichever night we choose. Right? But you know what stands in the way of that? One man named Kidaki Amsterdam who promotes Club Twilight and criticizes the government. But like I said, I have decided which side of the fence I'm going to be on. And I know what the consequences are. And I'm prepared to live with those consequences. Not everybody got a belly. Not everybody got a stick-to-itiveness. Not everybody prepared to stand and face danger, whether economic or physical, in its face and stand for that position. So if you know your neighbor with it, stay on your fence. Sit down on your fence and stay right there. Recognize that even if you shake your head on the wrong side, you could end up falling on your backside. Stay right there. Especially when you're dealing with black people. Black people got a way they pick you up and they lift you up and they celebrate you. And then at the drop of a hat, they lose you down some baps. Because one fart. Sir, how dare you fart among us? Baps. They lose you down for you. right? Big up yourself, Ralph Gonzalez, 80 plus or whatever your age. I'm running for government still after 25 years as a prime minister. The Vincentians, is Vincentians the name? They get the right treatment. It should be 0 to 15. But take your legs like a man. It's 14 to 1. The cheese stands alone in the parliament. And I don't understand these so-called leaders who are prepared to go from president to leader of the opposition to advisor to government and all of that. Your time up. Go home. Go home. Take your legs like a man. Go home. Make way for the youngsters them. Sometimes they got some young upcoming band in your party. Move aside, let take his space. I mean, it's bad enough. It's bad enough that the person who replaces you is 60 or 60 plus. When are we in the Caribbean going to recognize and nurture leadership qualities among younger people? Abigail John, Abigail, come off my life. Don't make a block you. Here, soft words, keep it away, rat. Girl, get off this life. Go relax yourself. Don't get in your feelings. All right. We're not talking again, you know. As old people say, you're pissed off. You think you're big. Relax yourself. Let big people in that big people story. All right. We don't talk you. Carly on, good morning. Carly on, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kadaki. I'm glad that you're feeling much better. Now I'll give you some advice. Whenever you go back to town, you must buy mental crystal, got Medicare, get it, don't buy the bottle, get pump that has more. And always keep it. And why I could tell you though, years ago I suffered from TB. The type I had was pleurisy water the government right now. And long after I had a friend and I used to buy Vicks and so. And it made some sense like 1995 I live in a mental crystal. You make it, you feel your throat itching and stuff, you put a little piece inside and you drink it. You put it hot. So the fumes now with this mental crystal left go clear your nasal passage. You could even use it instead of buying them, let's chop it on inhaler. You get a small container, you put the mental crystal. I don't really get flu. If I feel me throat itching me, mental crystal. I'm addicted to it, sad to see. Anyway, yesterday on Minister Jordan show you was talking about these honorary doctors and so. Now you know some people live with an illusion. Now when you're a doctor, a proper doctor, whether it's you got doctorate in all fields. And when you get a doctorate in your field, you have to study and do a thing, the college thesis or a long paper. You have to do all these lead up things from a degree, diploma. I don't know, you get your PhD and all them things, and you end up to the top as a doctor. Now, when you take dunces like what we have in Guyana, we got two known dunces that have that name, that acronym put to the name as doctors. And when you put them to read, you put them to like articulate, vent on something, they cannot do it. Look, the leader calls himself a doctor, and simple words he cannot pronounce, and is being called a doctor. They're only making themselves foolish. Look, they got an ad going up, showing on Facebook where you could go and get your doctorate. I don't know why people like to have things put to them so that they could look like if they good. Let me be a groundsman like me and you. We are grounds people. We ain't looking for no kind of accreditation or citation put on our names. But wherever we fall, wherever the pendulum drop, and we end up, we can defend ourselves against those who run to get the doctorate. And when you expect them to perform as a doctor, they can't do it. That is stupidness. And what people got to understand, you mustn't be foolish. You mustn't let people see that you are a real dunce. Collect work hard and achieve. And when you work hard in whatever field you decide to work hard in, you will achieve something. Now this thing with the vendors and the thing, I got at least 3 vendors I would give strength to. Because those vendors used to find themselves as many Tuesdays as possible to go and protest against what is happening now. Lots of them I could remember they coming in the market, close up the election, one of them put on a blue jersey and performing. You know, when you watch at them, you will feel sorry for them. But you got to study if they didn't work for what they are receiving now. And let me tell you, in a few days I'm going to be 65. I have my birthday to look after. Kadakian is me, myself, and I. I can't find time to run up and protest. And after my birthday is Christmas. And I love Christmas, you know. So right now, me got the time. So let it try. You know, you must study things. When people got to do things, you must study doing these things in your own mind. You could sit down and study. What if I do this? What will happen? You see, playing games, things like chess, any game, chess, checkers. Now people don't really like play chess. People don't really play that much. But checkers, draft, and those games, you got to know how you playing to win. Even at the card games and dominoes, I don't really know to play those games. But you learn from it. And you got to study a long-ranging effect. If you do this, what will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? Now moving along. You see Gonzalez get kicked out because St. Vincent had a fair and free election. St. Vincent did not have a GCOM aspect that could have null and give the election to Ralph Gonzalez like what we got. If we didn't got GCOM in Guyana, we would have got proper results at election. 2020 would never have been the PPP. And just yet 2025 would never have been the PPP election. But 2025 has not been declared an official winner. They still get a leading deal. And for all who fighting, crying and going on, stop and ask yourself if the election has been declared. And if without a declaration, if any other part, the whole political governmental aspect in Guyana, it is totally flawed because there has not been a declaration. And nobody without with Mr. Alexander and the other commissioners trying to hold a foot could stand up. And even unto where it comes that day, the chairman has decommissioned the election. That's a fraudulent business. Because if she should decommission, she has not declared the election. And decommissioning the election, the GCOM body, another person, if she commission another commission, the commission that is coming up should not and cannot give a verdict on the 2025 regional and general election. Because whoever she put in there did not run the election. Therefore, and I hope the legal luminaries in Guyana should understand on the opposition side that whatever she put up cannot come now to give a verdict on something that has happened. Who been there before got to pass the verdict. And if they pass the verdict, no other body could come now who she may try to put in the power to give the verdict. And I like with all everybody running, jumping, when it had the problem, the liar would move out and kick out after she do the work in 20. Who did Barrow drag you or in front Ali right to? The leader of the opposition or become to Norton. And how long this election has not been declared? The leader of the opposition is and still remains or become to Norton because no declaration has been made. So I don't know why the by running and the stupid ones them fighting put in now, put in now. They should fight for a declaration to be made, and when it is being made, then they could fight to see who won't get the leader of the opposition. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your contributions. It's 2 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. We have voice notes, and so let me play them.
Mr. Amsterdam, good morning. As Mr. Amsterdam, a lot of people are sorry for them. It's good for them. It's good. Jack, do you know why Benny said Guyana got stupid people? We now seeing playing who is the stupid people he mean. It's good.
Morning, Brother Kidaki, morning, viewers, morning, Guyanese, morning, all. You see this observer, when you come to observe our election in this country, they was in the bosom of everything that they said there was going on. They does nothing. They could have put this election to a halt until they get it right. They had the power because America control Guyana. The smallest child can see that. American government control this installed government of Guyana. Come on, bro, both don't go on the shore. Why you wait at this point in time for try to workshop Guyanese? Guyanese people know that there was a rigged election. It was rigged so terrible, especially in Region 4. Why y'all come out now? Y'all don't care damn about us, man. Y'all ruined us for all the years that this installed PVP in government. Watchman Roger can use to create all the murders of this country. Y'all does nothing up to this date. Same monkey, same face. You understand me? None of y'all can't extradite they start criminalism in this country up to now. You know? But y'all going after Mohammed. I'm glad y'all go after Mohammed. After Mohammed is y'all next. You understand me? It's all of y'all was in parcel and parcel of what's going on in this country, especially towards black people. All of y'all discriminate black people. All y'all victimize black people. So why at this point in time, the EU coming out and talk about this election gone. Gone. Y'all will start back them again. 5 more years on us. How y'all like it? How y'all like it? Yeah? How y'all like it? Y'all just come on, papi, showing yourself now. Come on, bro. Y'all get out of the place, man. Y'all ruin us for all the years that this installed government in power. Why now y'all coming and talk about us? Come on, bro. Y'all was parcel and parcel of everything that's going on in this country during election time. Y'all back off. Nobody don't want to hear y'all. Nobody want to hear y'all Caucasian. Y'all take care for Africa. You understand me? Y'all brought Africa to Guyana. Come on, bro. Like, oh, y'all rule Africa. Y'all bring it to Guyana. You understand me? So y'all go to hell, man. All of y'all go to hell. Y'all on the PPP. All of y'all go to hell. Y'all hell is your place. Y'all have a good day.
Good morning, Kadak, and all you right thinking people. I hope y'all see that the coalition have y'all to heart. But still, we know the election was rigged. There's a reason McNaughton was saying y'all come out in numbers. Come out in numbers. So when I'm trying to rig it, then can't rig it. But this is all about our children's future. It's just that the news were going on again. It's so disgusting what is happening. And people, we need to stop looking out for hands out and study how we could get about things for sweat for our own daily bread, not for look out for hands out, because you see what happening. The government is very dynamic and wicked. So don't care what people say or what them do, then got to continue doing the dynamicness because of rigging election and all the wicked things they are done, and so they got to continue doing it. But Prira and all who are polling the wickedness, yeah, know, wherever you are, so going back to your children, you know, the waste car generation costs. It's just that it's so disgusting. But if Mohammed really serious, yeah, will come together. He will come together with the rest of parties and protest. Protest if he really serious. Because with Mohammed and the government, sometimes these things look so fishy for distract people that not focusing on the right thing. But Guyana need a lot of prayers. A lot of prayers. It's all about the children's future. So Guyanese, be vigilant and see what is going on. And you police and you officer in high position, it's just time with y'all, you know, it's just that the things y'all doing is going back to your children. So y'all need to sidetrack from those evil things. Because grassy what y'all doing is the people money, the government taking for y'all doing all them wicked things.
Good morning, Brother Kadaki. A blessed morning to all right thinking, honest, decent Guyanese. I am feeling pain, but I am using a bit of laughter to ease that pain. Because when I look around at what is happening to Africans, you know, I am asking where is this the simple common sense of the African man? As I keep saying, it seems as though Guyana is controlled mainly by a dictatorial, evil, destructive administration, along with an evil influence over this entire nation. Because it is surprising to see how those who call themselves sensible are acting. When I looked at what is happening at Stabrook Market there, I viewed it with pain, and then something said to me, view it with joy. When you listen to the assertion of those niggas, I will call them. When you listen to the assertion of those niggas, whatever reach them, they work for it. I've been listening to your program all morning, and I endorse 100% all you have been saying to this foolish black man. I had a friend who has been deceased about 30 years now. And that guy, a morning, while we were playing with our boards, ramping and so on, and we were talking about the politics and all of that. He said, buddy, rest yourself, man. Guyana can't be better than what it is. Because Guyana get 4 main people. This is a fellow who didn't have academic qualification, but he was smart. I said, when you say 4 main people, what do you mean? He said, among Koli, you get 2. And among black man, you get 2. He said the Koli is them not a fat Koli who would even kill them mama for a piece of bread. He said, and the Indian, is the man who would try to live a respectable and decent life. He said on your side, the black man are the not a fat one who don't care one ass for nothing. He don't care if Sunday fall on Wednesday. He just a live a go. He not think about the future. He said, but the African man now is always industrious, hardworking, and futuristic. And you're seeing that today. And sad to say, the black man and the Koli are the majority in our country. War said the Indian man in particular have allowed themselves, the majority of the Indian people, I will say, have allowed themselves to be influenced by the PPP to be racist. The majority of Indians in this country are racist. And what I want to say to the African man, no dominating party, Indian party, will do anything good for the African man. Because they all have one pledge to make Guyana an Indian state. And no matter whether they wear suit or tie or kurta or dhoti, their intention is to make Guyana an Indian state. And therefore, these foolish Africans, who I will call black man, because they are not seeing tomorrow, they ought to get a grip of themselves. You had so many examples, the Kitty Wall, what they did with them. Moko, what they did with them. Linden, what they did with them. And so many other black communities. Go up on the East Coast and see the spanking markets that they're building at Monrepo, Luziknan. Any black man is mainly benefiting from these structures. And all the black areas that have black people, they are disenfranchising them, destroying them, and then tomorrow morning you hear they say they're lazy and they're hungry belly, while they are the ones who are making them that. African people got to really wake up. This blue boy is just a PPP too. I say it without any form of contradiction. And you have said it. And my brother not too long ago from America, Flash has also said it. You think he's going to lead any protest to protest against this government in the streets of Georgetown? All the protests that he will engineer is to save his fraudulent ass. And that is what he's doing. He's calling out for people to go out there today in their numbers. Black man, you either wake up and smell the coffee or die not tasting it. May God have mercy on these black fools in Guyana. Have a blessed and fruitful day, my brother. Bye.
Kadaki, blessings and good morning to you, my brother. Blessings to listeners from the diaspora. Blessings to listeners from the four corners of the globe. Kadaki, with respect to what you said about your business and politics do mix. Kadaki, that might be true. But who God bless, no man curse. Who God bless, no man curse. And you come on your program every morning. You don't come to fabricate no story about nobody. You come on mornings and you speak the truth. And once you speak the truth will set you free. But I want to tell the PPP supporters this morning, and they could take it in the pipe and smoke it. Bharat Jagdeo is the most dishonest. Bharat Jagdeo is the most dishonest politician in Guyana. He is very dishonest. And the things that he doing is not the democratic. And it could never stand. It could never last. Karaki, God watching your back, boy. Fear no man. Fear God. He give life and he take life. Fear no man. Have a good one.
Morning, Kidaki and viewers. My little take this morning, I have no sympathy for them. They disrespect a proper manifesto for go behind the little colibi, weary blue jersey, also PPP, red jersey. Let them try right there. Me ain't sorry for them. I ain't sorry for them at all. One shot deal. Let it take that. Let it take that. Tiger Boy is next. I listened to a video from a young boy this morning. We always, you get up and you're running the thing. Only cuss up, but proper. Proper. Kidaki men sorry for them. When time for protest, Randa Lane and 5 body with you. Kidaki men sorry for them. Proper manifesto, then I want them one shot deal. Let it take that. Have a great one.
Thank you, thank you. It's 60 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour. It's the 28th day of November in the year 2025. You've been listening to the Guyanese Morning Time. I remain your host. Thank you for those who are wishing me good health. I'm getting there. 7 days with medication, 1 week without. I'll get there. I'm going to get to that 7 days. Don't worry yourself. Holy faith. Lift up somebody, brace somebody, lend your shoulder to somebody. Encourage somebody. We could disagree, but we ain't got to chop off each other head and so. Right? Tough love is love too. I always tell you that tough love is love. And I'm the kind of person who will tell you you're screwing up rather than watch you and walk with you to the finish line and watch you fail. I can't do that. If you screw up, you screw up. I tell you that you screw up. Right? So I hope no feelings were hurt. I don't come out here intending to hurt feelings. I come out here to deal with facts and not fiction. And I call it what I see it. Each and every one of us is entitled to an opinion. In most cases, I hope and I trust that those opinions are shared respectfully and they are also respected. Good. I'll have a great day. It's Friday. I'll see you on Monday, or I'll see you on the weekend if I decide to do a little live and so from the Guyanese, from Club Twilight and so on and so forth. Yes, business and politics don't mix unless your business is politics or politics is your business. But you know me, I usually say, the Creator promised me a living. And no man, woman, or child ain't taking bread out of my mouth. That is why I believe in multiple streams of income. Right? When one door closed, many more are open. There's a Robert Nestor Marley say, y'all holy faith, man. Big up yourself. Remember, you got a Cash App deal, you got a Zelle, you got a MMG. Go put your part in month 10. Bills to pay. And like the big man say, business and politics now mix. And so the business feeling a squeeze because of the politics, but y'all choose this day which one y'all want. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Stay